All right. Hello, everyone. Today's topic is going to be about portal openings in the celestial realms. So I just have a few questions for you before I really get started. Do you even know what a portal is? Have you ever even thought or wondered what a portal is? I know that there's a lot of you on this call that totally know what a portal is, and there are many who are going to be listening in who are like, yeah, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to be covering that today. Have you ever experienced a portal? Did you know that there are different types of portals? So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Hi, my name is Nancy Rebecca. I am a psychic, registered nurse, but I also am a clairvoyant. I've been studying energy fields for over 30 years now. So I'm super excited that you all are here. Thank you so much for adding the beautiful energy of your own soul's essence to the group. Even if you are listening to this replay later, Spirit always knows who's going to be a part of this conversation. So go ahead and let me know where you are tuning in from. I'm seeing people all over the United States and Canada, all over the world. I find it really exciting, and it's an exciting topic. It's a topic that we probably couldn't have had 5 years ago, but we certainly can have that now. So hello, hello, hello. All right. So, first of all, I just want to let you know when I went to talk about this topic, my computer went all wiggly, wavy. Have never seen that happen before. It went pixelated. When I went to look at the YouTube and write up the narrative, the thumbnail looked really blurry and uh, all kind of fuzzy and everything. So it was just like everything I did was getting very pixelated. So I thought, well, let me go ahead and increase my grounding because it's this topic of portals that can bring through incredibly high frequencies. So I'm just going to recommend that you ground like a tree. Even if you don't know how to ground like a tree, you ground like a tree anyway. Just imagine you've got really deep roots to help kind of channel off some of these strong energies that are going to be coming through this portal conversation. All right, you're welcome for breaking through the ceiling, whatever that means. I've been talking like this for a really long time, but not always so publicly. So I'm glad that you are enjoying it. So let's talk about the 5 types of portals. And as I'm talking about those, what Spirit told me is the 5 main portals are the ones that we use a lot at this kind of human 3D level. And so I'll put them in those 5 categories. Of course, I am in a human body. You're in a human body. It is not possible at all for any of us to totally know what this topic and conversation is with portals, but we do have more information than we would have had, like I said, 5 years ago. So I am having coffee this morning. What are you all having? Hello from South Africa. Oh my gosh. My phone yesterday popped up South African music, and then it popped up an old video from 2016 when I was in South Africa. And I thought, oh, I think South Africa's calling me again. I might need to think about going. Okay, so the 5 different types of portals. Number 1, the Earth portal. So an Earth portal is a portal. It's an opening that can help you transcend multiple dimensions in a very short time. So let's say you're standing in the middle of your living room. There's a portal there. You can step to the left and then bring your right foot next to you, and you literally can shift several dimensions in that nanosecond. So these are kind of what portals are. They are of a different type of frequency. They kind of remind me of that Beam Me Up Scotty from Star Trek. You know, when they step into that little disc and they get all pixelated, and next thing you know, they're on another planet. It's kind of like that. That's not too far-fetched, actually. But because it's the unseen world, we often most times, almost 1,000% of the time, we don't even think about it, and we have portals around us all the time. So I will talk about that in just a minute. So an earth portal can take you to the underworld, or the underworld can easily move into our world. So the underworld, or it can be the deeper earthly realm where the mystical, magical beings reside, where the very earthy earth angels can go. You can have dragons that go up and down from there. The mermaids can exist in the underworld. Sometimes I wonder if Bigfoot, Sasquatch, which we have a lot here in the Pacific Northwest, is that how they kind of disappear and reappear? It's hard to know. That's definitely one of the theories that's out there. So that's that earthly portal where you can even close your eyes and imagine that you are underneath the roots of a tree, all snuggled in. You're going to be having access to that kind of earthly portal that's going to transport you to the deeper aspects of the world. I always kind of think about when they made that movie where everybody somehow they had made it through this cave and cavern down to journey to the center of the earth. So in these earthly portals, you can make those journeys if you have the skill and ability enough to kind of transport you there in your imagination and then transport yourself back. That's one of the things you want to make sure you're able to do. But what I've been noticing with this earthly portal, I really felt it strongly in Ireland. You can really feel it strongly there. Of course, they've got their stone circles and things like that, but the fairies and the little people really started emerging and have been for the past several years. Here around where I live in the United States, here in Washington State, I'm starting to notice more and more often that I'll see earthly spirits, deities off to the left. If I'm outside of my garden, I'll turn left or right, and it's like I'll just catch them before they kind of shift behind a tree. So they have said that it's starting to become safer to be on the surface of the earth. Can you imagine that? Like right now, I can't imagine that they would feel safe enough. But the reason why they said they feel safe enough is because more and more people are starting to believe in them. Um, so they have allies here on the earth. All right, this one might kind of surprise you because I went into meditation. There is no scientific data to prove any of this stuff. Um, this comes through my information, my guys, as I often joke around, from the Book of Nancy. It hopefully can inspire you to be a little curious, to kind of think about these sorts of things. And is it even possible? So we can put it in the theory category until somebody comes along and proves that it's not possible. But this one blew my mind. Technical data portals. So this is what Spirit told me. We have technical data portals. All right, you ready for this one? Televisions, cell phones, tablets, our computers, smart homes, video games, satellites, AI, anything that has technology that transfers data from one place to another. Or like I used to like to connect in with the Smithsonian uh, archives of ancient information. So you can kind of go into the library. So that would be me connecting with the Smithsonian. Part of my essence travels along these technical data portals, of which I'd never heard of until I asked Spirit, I'm talking about portals today. What do you want me to say? That one surprised me. So what they're describing is whatever connection you're trying to make, even if you are writing emails to a friend and you send that email, part of your energetic essence can travel with that email. If they email you, part of their essence comes towards you. So there's a lot of data that's, or spiritual essence or energy that can be transported through those data connections. We are going to do a little meditation on that at the end of this, where we're going to pull our energy back out of our uh, technical data portals. Now, I asked Spirit, so is this a bad thing? Should we be putting down our phones and not watching television and all that? And Spirit said, no, 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 not at all. It just, you need to be more conscious of how you are letting your energy go so that you can call it back to you. It's like, that's all. Just be more awakened, be more conscious about how you're spending your energy and how you can get it back. So I thought that was pretty cool. They said, nope, you just have to learn how to manage your energy. All right, this one you are going to love as well. Birth and death portals. So what they were saying, in the human world, we really use these birth and death portals. So, and I'm told that they do not share the same portal. And the reason why is because the intentions are different. So if we have a beautiful, wise, evolved soul deciding to come down into a newborn baby's body, they're going to get quite prepared on the other side. And then that portal, they could just shift right through that portal because they kind of linger. This is what I have seen with my clairvoyance, when the spirit will linger up out of the body. And then the moment the baby's born and that breath that's taken, that's when the spirit comes down into the body. So these portals are when these spirits come down through the portal waiting to be born. So the intention is to support birth. They also said that their spirit guides always accompany the new spirits to earth. Spirit guides also always accompany those who have crossed over, who have passed, your loved ones. So the death portal, I'm just going to call it a death portal. I'm sure there could be a better name for it than that. But it's where you can easily transport to the other side. They said that there's always a support system for you and all your loved ones to help transport you through that portal. Again, souls are escorted both ways. If spirit, this was a question that I asked because yes, it's a passing over portal. I like that, Evelyn, a passing over portal. But sometimes people will say, what does that mean? I was a hospice nurse, so it's like when you're stressed, you need your nurse needs to be very direct and very literal. So you can't just say your loved one's gone, because when you're stressed and literal, you'll go, where did they go? They don't think that they took their last breath. All right. Spirit return portal. I like that too, Yvonne. You guys are really great. I'm going to come back and look at those. All right. So what they said, because I asked the question, because I have had many wonderful opportunities to help souls who are kind of stuck here on earth or have chosen to remain on earth, to help them find the portal to cross back over. So I wondered, why are some souls, if the portal's right there, ripe and ready for them, why do they not go to the other side? And so what Spirit was saying, if Spirit makes a decision to remain here on earth, they may do it against the flow. That's the only way they would describe it. They didn't say they're breaking the rules, they didn't listen to us, they're not saying any of that. They said that they have made that choice to go against the flow or have permission to stay here on earth a little bit longer. And what I've noticed, that if someone had a sudden death, they will usually remain on the earth about a year. Now, this is not true for everyone, but they may remain just to help tie up loose ends because there was not that opportunity before they died. And then there is Oh, children, if they have children, like if mothers have crossed or fathers have crossed, or if the child has crossed, they will want to often come back and visit their parents often. So, but there's always a guide with them, whether they are kind of going against the flow or they have permission to remain here in the earthly realm for a little while longer. There's always a guide with them. Okay. All right. Cosmic portals. So, we're talking about cosmic portals help you to travel to the dream world. Now, for many years, I'm not a big dream remembering type of person. I know that I have dreamt, but I don't often remember them. But what I remember the most about my dreams in most of these 30 years is that when I move out of my body and I travel in my astral body to the astral plane, I'm usually surrounded by thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And I'm usually feeding them or teaching them or going around and talking to people. And then I talk to a lot of people during the day. So sometimes I'll say, ask spirit or ask my own spirit, can we just walk through the forest or hang out on the beach? Or can I have a dream where I'm swimming with the whales and the dolphins? And then I go to sleep and I'm with thousands of people again. So there's some of you that have a lot of those nature dreams. And I have started having nature dreams in the past year, but that's what can happen. We all travel to different places in the dream world when our spirit leaves for the night so that our body can integrate and detox everything that happened during the day. So it's called a cosmic portal where you travel to the dream world. The astral world has so many dimensions and places within those same dimensions. So every single one of you on the call today, we could all go to the same dimension and never see each other because we're going to go to different places. Just like here in our world, we may choose to travel to France or go to Australia or go to the South Pole or maybe to China. So we're still on the planet, right? But we're going into dramatically different places. So those are the cosmic portals to help us really transfer quickly. That beam me up, Scotty, until we can get to our destination. And then when our body starts to wake up, it's like a little bell happens in the astral world. Your astral body then comes flying back to the body. And I'll just add here, this is where a lot of people, they'll feel paralyzed. Well, that's because you have awakened before your spirit has totally made it back to your body. And then as soon as your spirit drops back in, that's when you can start to move around and you're like, wow, that was freaky. But it just means that the bell rang, but your spirit up in the astral world, the dream world, just wanted to say one more goodbye to their friends. All right. Cosmic portals. All right. Now, today I was talking about the celestial realms, portal openings in the celestial realms. So now I'm going to talk about celestial portals. So Carmen's saying Freud used to say that dream time was an opportunity to complete the flow of events, conversations that aren't completed. Yep. Let me just say one more thing. My person on earth is waking up. I've got to get going. All right. Celestial portals are from other galaxies. Celestial portals are from other galaxies. So if you have ever watched Skinwalker Ranch, which is a big show here in the United States, where there's this place in Utah highly studied for UFOs and things like that. So there's an area that they have found that has a portal to celestial realms. And so every time they mess with it, there's spaceships and UFOs or UAPs that come through it. So it's quite an exciting show. But celestial portals from other galaxies, these are very large portals. Celestial portals are very large portals, and they can transport many, many energies through that large portal at the same time. Those portals can exist and go to the other side of the galaxy and back in a nanosecond. On Bewitched, some of you won't remember because you're young, but she would just wiggle her nose and she could be somewhere else. That would be that sense, that feeling of what a portal is. So the celestial portals transport other cultures into our solar system and can transport some people from our solar system into other worlds, other galaxies. Now, I've been reading a lot of the comments, and there are some people that you just know the planet you're from, you know what culture you're from, you remember living there in past lives. It's really hard for you to want to be here on Earth. And so I'll say, you're so heavenly, you're no earthly good. So you just need to make sure that you remind your body that your physical body is here on Earth. It's here on Earth for a reason. And you may want to pull your energy back from the other planet or galaxy. When you've got so much of your energy over there, it can be hard for you to have relationships and have connections here on Earth. So again, remember, Spirit says there's nothing wrong with that, making little trips to other places. However, you just want to make sure at the end of the day, you pull your energy back. Yes, the great galactic center, I can't remember the other one. I never can remember the other one. All right. So, yeah. So people will travel in and out. Make sure that you pull your energy back. Now, before I lead you through a meditation about pulling your energy, your essence back from technical data portals, yes, the great attractor. Thanks, Evelyn. Okay. So the other one that they shared with me is, they said they're kind of like junk portals or garbage portals. So again, we could probably use a much lovelier name than either one of those, but I went with junk portals. So a junk portal is a human-made portal that can be made on purpose, or it can be made by accident. Or like a violent incident that happens, or a car accident, it can tear the fabric of our quantum field, which inadvertently can create a portal opening. Meaning, if that fabric is torn, you can just kind of fall through or step through this kind of hole in dimensions. And is that really possible? According to the Book of Nancy, yes. Because I can see when there's been these tears. I can feel when there's been a traumatic event that's happened in that area. Now, if you think about war and you think about bombs, or you think about even in, our mass shootings or smaller shootings, but traumatic events, what can happen is those areas, the quantum field opens up, it inadvertently creates what I'm going to call a junk portal. And then those can cause dizziness. So you can just be walking down the street, kind of pass through this open portal. You can suddenly feel dizzy. You have to sit down. You might suddenly feel nauseated. You don't feel very steady on your feet. And that's because the frequencies are upsetting the kind of equilibrium of your own auric field. And so it can be very disorienting, and it can also be created. You can create portals within your own aura, your own chakras, your own energy field. So there's one, when you've experienced things that you didn't want to experience and you disassociate, or you kind of leave your body. What I witness in the energy field is that you've created It's to me, it almost looks like a bear den, like what a bear would hibernate in. It has this little tunnel, maybe under the tree, or a little opening in a cave that goes way back. And then it has that little round area. So the bear goes up, cuddles in, sleeps through the winter. Well, if you've had an event that you didn't want to be in your body for happen, you can create this opening in your own aura where your spirit went and remained in that little area until you felt safe enough to come back to your body. So when you're adults and you've had therapy or you've talked to people or you've healed a lot, you don't need that portal opening anymore, but it can be far too easy for it to kind of pull you in to disassociate. So I have helped people to heal these, but I just want to say about these portals is you don't want to heal them too soon, because sometimes you need to kind of separate from that total focus sometime just to get your wits about you. I could probably teach an entire workshop just on that. So, but that's enough just to spark some interest and potential theories. So, let's see here. So, one of the things that I wanted to introduce is what people want to know often is, can I create my own portal? Yes. So, just like I said, in the human body, you create an escape route. So that would be you creating a portal. But my question to you is, why would you want to create a portal? So, and there are a lot of people who play with the energetics. That's all I will say, is that they play in the realm of energetics, but don't always have the skill and ability or experience level to be working with creating your own portals. You can go around creating and opening portals, and then you just didn't have the knowledge to close them. So what I will say is, just always be intentional. If you open a portal, you say, all right, this portal opening is going to self-dissolve after I am finished with whatever I'm doing. So I will say, for the most part, yes, you can. Why would you? I probably wouldn't do it unless for some reason you are highly, 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 highly skilled and you know what you're doing and you've been trained really, really well. What was I going to say about the portals? Can you repair and close portals if you find them open? Absolutely. However, this is the other thing about portals. So let's say that there's some energies that have come through the portal, they've come here to the earth, and you're walking along and you go, oh, look, there's a portal that's just open right here. So Nancy said I can heal these. So I'm just going to rinse it with some gold and tidy it up and close that portal. And now you've closed the portal for those other beings that need to go back to the other side. So can you see how this could get a little complex? You really want to know what you're doing. So the benefit of this teaching today is to awaken and open your consciousness to a higher level of knowledge of what might possibly be potential in the other invisible world, unseen world. So again, you do not have to believe it, but I just am sharing with you as a clairvoyant what I've learned, what I've seen. Tears in the fabric around an accident, absolutely. If there's a car accident on a corner, the fabric tears, it's going to probably attract another accident and another and another and another until someone can heal it. And one of the easiest ways to heal it is just to ground that area where the accident happened, pretend it has tree roots, and then invite some golden light to come down and rinse through the area, intending that it heal whatever needs to be healed. So, all right, that's a little bonus teaching there. So we have an enormous celestial event enormous that's happening on December 21st. There is a portal opening. My guide spirit already told me it started opening on December 9th. So anything that you're doing right now to have the benefit of that extra boost of supportive frequencies coming through that portal, you can start taking advantage of them now by writing out your 2024 year desires of what you want to create and manifest. So you're already getting that light. And then they said that this high portal, celestial portal opening for the winter solstice, which is December 21st, won't really start to close until the end of December. So you've got a really nice wide range. But here this Sunday, I am holding an event. It's called the Winter Solstice Group Reading. And so you may want to take a look at that. The link is here because it's coming up really fast this Sunday. So we're going to be doing some energy work together as a group to take advantage of this huge celestial portal that's coming through. The celestial portal, it is called a celestial portal because there are planets involved. So we are being influenced by the planets around us. But the blue beings of light were saying one of the things that you don't realize is that our earth influences them as well. So there's an exchange of energy. Yes, supportive energies are coming in, but what they're saying is when we get together on the solstice, we're celebrating the solstice, whether we're in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere, it's the summer solstice. Northern is winter solstice. It's the same solstice, just in different ways of light. And what they said, the star being said, was when we all come together, whether it's in ceremony or prayer or chanting or dancing or honoring, they wait around the opening of that portal so that they can feel that beautiful essence coming back to them from Earth. That totally surprised me. I always thought about the benevolent essence that comes through to us at times, but I never realized that they on the other side love to feel the benevolent resonance that is coming from our side. Sorry, let me just turn this. So intention is everything when you're working with portal energy or you are creating, you want to add your intention. That is whatever you desire. And so I always say intention is where you have action and you have a thought and action will follow. You have a desire, it already starts to manifest. And in that winter solstice portal energy, the opportunities and potential for it to manifest is much faster. So, yeah, they call it beyond exhilarating when they wait. So they're very excited about the solstice. So, what about us? Any information here? There's an extra dose of expansion coming. It has been a month since the third blue light surge, or it's been just a couple of weeks from that time. We can expect a blend of blue and silver to start coming through the portal. So it's taken everything I have to zip it because they told me about, October. They told me in October silver would be coming through in a big way, cosmic silver. I've kept my mouth shut. I won't talk about it until 2024 or that talk. But oh my gosh, I'm reading your posts and your comments and people are like, there's a lot of silvery blue. It's not just blue anymore. It's silvery blue. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited when you all are so tapped in. So I'll tell you more about that later. There was something else that I wanted to tell you that was really important. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to be talking about the next conversation. I'm going to talk about the 2024 frequency forecast, and I'm going to be talking about that on solstice, which is next Thursday. So, and how does a portal feel? It's really, really, really subtle. It is not easy to feel portals. People who are very sensitive can feel them very easily, and so they may have to go sit down or settle themselves or increase their grounding. I am not a big feeler. I see portals, and I do see. Is it Martin? Martine, can can you say something about drugs and portals? Yeah, 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 yeah. That deserves an entire talk all on its own. I have a lot of information about that, but yes, when someone's doing drugs, there are portals that are open in the aura, so they are much more vulnerable to the energies that are coming in. So that's all I will say about that. I've worked with a lot of clients that to help them get their energy back sorted back in their aura to assist their recovery. So I know a lot about that, Martine. So thank you so much for asking. Yes, same with alcohol. So I'm going to write a note that if that's something that you're really interested in, that I will make a video about that. Okay, let's have a meditation to pull our energies out of our electronics and get a lot of our light pulled back to us. Are you ready? All right, go ahead and close your eyes and turn within. Say hello to those wonderful bodies of yours that really are taking the brunt of this rapidly expanding consciousness. So just let your body know, I hear you. I've got your back. I'll take good care of you. And then say hello to your higher self, your spirit. Say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And then go ahead and let's make some nice solid grounding. You may hear my little dog in the background. So, just for the sake of grounding, let's go ahead and create a tree with very deep root system. And when you think that that tree roots has gone deep, then go a little deeper and a little deeper and a little deeper so that it can support you bringing back your essence again. And let's just give ourselves a little boost of golden cosmic energy. This golden cosmic energy that is very healing, really transmutes old energies that are no longer needed. Go ahead and allow it to shower down through the top of your aura and just washing through your body, your chakras, your entire energy field, and let it just rinse all the way down your grounding. All right, so go ahead and imagine your cell phone, your smartphone, and that you use that phone to look up data, to communicate with other people, texting back and forth. So just set your intention. Say, if any of my essence, my light, my soul's personality, any of it has kind of traveled down the technical data portal, I'm pulling all of my essence out of the cell phone now. I'm pulling it all out of the airways of the cell phone, and I'm just allowing all of my essence to come back to my aura and start filling my own aura back up with my own essence. And then remind yourself of what today's date is. So you're bringing yourself into the present moment. Wow, some of you have a lot of your essence in the cell phone portal. So no worries, just keep pulling it back. Now, if you have any tablets, computer tablets, pull all your essence back out of those tablets. Computers and laptops. Just set your intention that you're calling all of your essence back out of your computers and your laptops, calling it all back into your aura. All right, go ahead and pull all of your essence out of the television, whether it's the sports station, the news station, the Netflix, the Amazon. Pull your essence back. Again, set your intention that it's all easily and effortlessly coming back to you. All right. The last one, video games. So if you have any of your essence in video games, into all the different levels and dimensions of that game, just set your intention to pull your energy out of it. You can still play the games, you just don't have to give away all of your energy. Nice. So just remind yourself of what today's date is, even if you're listening to this replay a few years from now. So just state the date and then state how old you are. What is your current age? So you'll present time, present age yourself. And then whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes and stretch your body and move it around. And clearly, you're going to want to do that several more times. So when they taught me about the spirit realm, about technical data portals, I went through and did all of this and I was blown away. I'm going to be doing it every day. So wonderful. So please go ahead and make a post about what your experience was like. Because for me, doing this for 30 years, this is the first time I've heard about this. It's brand new information coming through to you and to me, and I'm excited about it. So as you are slowly making your way back to the consciousness of your room, um, maybe pulling back from the galactic. Someone did ask, yes, there is a soaking, saturating, very soothing, calming blue light starting on December 15th. This is nothing like the surges that came through that really just kind of exploded through the earth and just really infused us all. This is just very gentle. It's very kind. It's very caring. I will be talking more about that also next week on the 21st of December. Um, although I know some of you will be listening to this after that, but this blue saturating cosmic energy will be coming through. And so don't forget, if you'd like to join me this Sunday, it's called the Winter Solstice event. The link is here. You can read more about it. Even if you can't make it, you can still benefit from the recording. So have a blessed day, everyone, to you as well. And I would really love, I'm going to be sitting here after I shut this off to hear some of you describe what your experience was like pulling your essence back from the technical data portals. All right. Happy celestial realms to you all. And thanks so much for tuning in and adding your light to this conversation. Bye-bye.